Okay, welcome back to part 6 of my playthrough of Stasis. After much running around, I finally found my way past the vat of half-made disgusting human bits. Made a grappling hook out of nylon and a crowbar, and discovered many extra uses for this. But now, we're trying to find a DNA scanner so I can finally find my daughter. Good luck, John. Here we go. Alrighty, let's have a look around here, shall we? Okay, so we've got pipes and machinery. The scaffolding forms a protective shell around assorted machinery, rising towards a high ceiling. Maze-like shadows are cast onto the walls and ground. A multitude of machines and pipes knitted together lie redundant. Okay, so we've got a doorway to the security office and a doorway to the crew room. And there doesn't appear to be anything else in here, so we're going to start with the security room. Apparently. This doesn't look like a security office. There's a security door over there. It's a strong metal door. A dead security guard. This is never a good idea.
They cut his wrists.
Oh, more logs. Okay, Paul Hodgson, let's see why you killed yourself. September 23rd. This whole shift change thing is kind of strange. Putting Ronald in security when he's obviously not equipped strikes me as irresponsible. Oh well, I'm sure I can compensate. A notice went out telling us to follow the new security guidelines this evening. I wonder what happened. There's only a few extra doors to lock as far as I'm concerned. Easy enough. Food supplies are stalled and people are getting nervous. Someone's been distilling alcohol despite the fact that express authorization is required to even possess it. Ivan was describing the concept of moonshine to Ronald, and the guy asked how moonshine could exist if we're in spaceships so far from the moon. Swear to God, if aliens board this ship and picked us off one by one or something, I want to see Ronald go first. I really want to do something about this alcohol situation. It's my duty to ensure that the Groom Lake's crew is secure and that important research isn't interfered with. At least I'd like to believe so. These clowns don't share the sentiment. The ass end of the ship just started exploding and jolted everything that wasn't bolted down. There's a goddamn pen stuck in the wall next to me. I can only imagine all the people injured right now. Can't leave on account of the lockdown. Lockdown or not, Station B is effed, so getting to medical isn't happening. Someone suggested that we could use the specimen transport track, but that's shady as all hell. There's no leaving the security center now. Staring at Ronald's lifeless body is an effing superior alternative to being ripped apart by whatever's outside. I hear screams. They're distant and muffled. Oh god. So after this thing started exploding, people started dying. Nice. Silence. 24 hours of silence. Not a scream, not a footstep. Still not a word from Ivan. The guy looked away from the atmosphere control room just before Ronald pulled the plug. I got bored and read Ronald's file. He had a lot of stuff running really deep. Maybe he wasn't ignorant after all. That's it for the water. Ivan refused to drink anything but moonshine. I tried my best to get him to have water. Stubborn bastard wouldn't hear it. He hasn't moved for a while. Well, that's his last log. Yeesh. A crumpled body rests against the slanted bulkhead in a leisurely repose. The uniform indicates he's a security officer. So they got locked in here when everything went to hell. And everyone else died. Great. The security guard seems to have died while sitting in his cushioned recliner. It tilts back at an angle that will hold the body for a long, long time. Okay. This one's Ivan. Hello, Ivan. This new guy, Anderson, is really something. 5 minutes in the door and he's already asking what the computers do. I like it. He's inquisitive, just like my boy back home. I'm glad he got put here at the shift change, but I'm disappointed that neither of these two are ladies. I could use some female company. Okay, maybe Anderson is a little more confused than inquisitive, but his heart's in the right place. I can respect that. But Sarge? How the hell did the boy get Sarge from Serrato? Paul is just plain obnoxious. food's not coming for a while. Fortunately, someone's been making moonshine. It's not the white oak whiskey from back home, but you don't come across much liquor in space. Looks like I'll be moderating the supply, so to speak. Hodgson just tried to arrest someone. Prick. Rations are in. Good thing too. The liquor wasn't keeping the crew at bay like it used to. This entire ship smells like poop. It's always been bad, but it gets worse every day. It's even a different type of poop every once in a while. Beyond me. Groom Lake is on lockdown. Tremors, power outages, and several injured. Some guy left 3 days ago to repair a tram station. Haven't heard from them since. I can only fear the worst, and I don't want to wait to figure out what's been going on around here. Paul and I have agreed on a solution, but Anderson isn't grasping it. I don't expect him to. I knew Anderson would have trouble coping. I knew he wouldn't understand. At least he went easier than we will. He saw so much in his short life, there just wasn't room for more. He'll never have a funeral. Nobody back home is going to think of him and wonder what happened. I think Paul and I are the only people on the ship who knew him by name. Maybe that Samantha girl he was talking about still remembers him? No, Samantha's the tail intelligent monster freaky clone. Her dog could be named after him, or maybe he picked her a flower and she stuck it in a book. I never did read much, but right now I'd love to be holding a book. Poe would work. He's the only author I know by name. I haven't talked to Paul. He thinks I'm drinking, but I'm too preoccupied with Anderson for that. I figure I'm writing this for a reason. What if no one ever reads it? What if this ship just drifts to the edge of the universe, dead and empty? I think that's nearly the stage we're at now. If you exist, if you somehow stumble upon this, remember Anderson for me. He reminds me so much of how my son used to be. If you don't do it, nobody will. I don't beg. I never beg. But if you're a decent human, you'll know why you have to. Remember Anderson. Belly awake. Typing is an effort. Moonshine is not water. Hodgson had last word. Oh, that got dark pretty quick. But we do know then that sometime after December the 23rd, whenever this was written, trams went offline. Okay, so we got a computer terminal, some security cameras. Okay, that one's powered down. Let's have a look at the terminal here. Security terminal. Nope, nothing. Crew quarters security logs. Let's have a look. Alcohol has been manufactured and distributed among the Groom Lake. Security has opted to take an approach of non-intervention, as its effect on morale will likely prevent theft and potential riots associated with the limited rations. However, security will regularly confiscate quantities of alcohol to moderate the supply. In other words, so they can drink it. Rations have arrived and been distributed. Very few reported or evidential cases of theft. This can likely be attributed to the morale increase speculated as a result of the distribution of alcohol. Let's just get everyone drunk. Specimen Samantha received for transport to Laboratory 18. The specimen from the cloning vats is contained to an iron lung. Transport needs to be arranged quickly. Specimen is scraping against the inside of the containment unit. Tremors have struck the Grooms Lake, power outages and severe injuries have been reported. Lockdown is in effect. 4 crew members have been reported missing while attempting to restore a tram station to working order. To prevent further loss or injury, the corridor has been sealed and flooded with highly corrosive gas. Lovely. Atmosphere control access. Activate the motion detector. Nice.
I need to figure something out here.
So I need something moving in front of that thing so it'll open the door. Interesting. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take a moment of silence to remember Henry Kane. We ask that you join us in recognizing his greatness.
Henry Kane? No thanks, I have no idea who that is. Okay, so I need something that moves in front of that motion detector. See if there's anything in the crew room to do this.
Once we know where Becca is, how can I get to her? There is another tram through the crew quarters. Once we know where you're going, we'll move forward from there.
More trams.
Yep. More trams. Okay, so we have a frosted glass door. It's coated with dirt of neglect. And that's locked. And a dead body. Oh, why is there always a dead body? Some heads hanging forward. Almost impossible to imagine. Oh! Jeez! Ah! It's just a door closing. And I think his dead body is now more squished. Taking a nap during a long shift. Okay, hello.
Wish I could do something. Something more.
Oh, another log that says help me. Alright, Dr. Rick Graham. September 27th. I'm getting sick of this bumps and scrapes bull. I didn't get this degree just so that I could stitch idiots up, but when they accidentally stab themselves with a pen. I want to do fun experiments. Is that too much to ask? It's not like I want to be a mad scientist and sew new arms onto people or anything. Although, human spiders would be cool. I like this guy already. December 7th. It's a miracle! Security somehow ended up passing a container from one of the cloning vats onto me. It's labelled Samantha. They understand it's supposed to be transferred to Lab 18, right? Oh well, no reason I can't observe it for a while, right? I'll have my loyal assistant, Miriam, make some good excuses for me. December 8th. This creature is marvellous. The notes included don't say much, but I'm pretty sure she didn't have a fully formed spine when they packaged this girl up. It describes her being just a tail. There are some other bones as well, but I didn't major in monster anatomy. Wish I had, though. You can't make this stuff up. December 10th. This effer grew eyes. I mean it. She did not have these last time I checked. They're rudimentary, sure, but they just grew. They follow me around. At this point, I'm going to take credit for Samantha entirely. I mean, they can't prove that there was any more than some stem cells in that container when they saw it, right? From now on, Samantha is mine. I can't wait to see what she turns into. Lab 18 is definitely getting suspicious and impatient. I'm running out of excuses for why I haven't transferred Samantha yet. I need Miriam to stall a bit longer. I read her PDA, so I know she wants to turn me in. She wants my job. Fortunately, I have video of her screwing the guys from the lab. All of them. So there's my job security. December 19th. This just got serious. The tremors knocked me over the counter, and I twisted a muscle in my knee. It's going to be a long lockdown spent bandaging people up without any access to the full medical wing. Samantha isn't mine anymore. Some other poor fool could take responsibility for this one. Okay, what happened? I heard shrill screams coming from the entertainment area. The first and last time I performed surgery, the patient woke up, started screaming her head off. Something about seeing your own exposed ribs really bothers people. Anyway, these screams were like that, only more intense. They're the screams of the dying. I've locked the emergency bulkhead. No sign of Miriam. Okay, that's just gross, dude! You are a mad scientist. Seriously.
God forgive us.
There's like no compassion there at all. Okay, so it is just his blog. Alright, let's get through that door. Whew. And it didn't slam on me. Yay! Oh, this does not look pretty. I have a DNA scanner. Oh, an iron lung. That's where they kept Samantha. PDA, that's probably Miriam's. And there's like blood everywhere. Ugh, gross. Right, let's look around first. Congealed blood runs down the frosted glass wall. Nope. PDA! Yay, it's Miriam's! And thankfully yours is quite short. Dr. Graham is up to no good. This weird pod accidentally arrived at our medical bay. It holds the most terrifying creature I've ever seen in my entire life, and he says it's beautiful. He wants me to find excuses for why it isn't being transferred to Lab 18. Good thing the guys there like me. I'll help him keep it a secret for now, although I might get his job if I could get him kicked off the Groom Lake. I'll keep an eye on what he's up to. Interesting. This thing is growing all sorts of body parts at ungodly rates. The notes say it was just a tail and some flesh at some point, but I don't even see the tail anymore. What kind of effed up experiments are we doing? I'm locked out of the medical bay, and Dr. Graham has locked himself in there with that thing. We need to help these injured people, insufferable prick. They want to use the specimen transport track to get the injured crew members to the medical wing, even if the ship wasn't falling apart. That's a terrible idea. It's funny to see everyone frantically typing away on their PDAs. Who's going to read it? The surface of whatever planet's gravitational pull the lifeless groomlet gets sucked into doesn't care about your damn feelings. But she still managed to write? Okay. Iron lung. The cylindrical hyperbaric chamber is welded shut, creating a metal tomb for anyone inside. The cylindrical... Alright, let's have a look. Can we have a look?
I'm not sure what I was expecting.
Ah! I think that's what I was expecting.
Holy fuck.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That's what I was expecting, but the timing was brilliant. Right, DNA scanner.
I think this is it.
Excellent. You need to get your blood sample onto the receiving tray, and I'll do the rest.
How do I do that? There's a receiving tray? Alright, blood sample. Can I use the hypodermic syringe to get a blood sample? Yes, I can! Excellent. And then use it on... There we go. I knew I was holding onto that for a reason.
Okay, it's working.
Receiving the genetic info. This is good, John. This is excellent.
Oh,
I can hear something.
that was Samantha, wasn't it? No. Let's go back to the lung viewing portal.
My imagination's playing tricks on me.
Okay. All I've got here is a neural drill. Can I
I
drill?
don't think that'll work.
No. Okay, let's go and press my face up against the frosted glass window.
Sure.
Oh, okay, that wasn't clever. Bye, Samantha.
What the hell? What's that?
I only picked up a flash in the scanner. A crew member.
I wasn't a crew member. I wasn't even a person. I was an animal.
The upload finished. I'm going to start the scan now.
Tia, what's going on here?
I've heard things, but I don't know any specifics. You have to believe me.
Maybe it was one of those fucking things that ate Yuri.
I grow plants. I don't care for man's pets.
Just let me know when the scan's finished.
Secondary containment is now accessible. Head through to the other tram station.
Okay. Does that say smile? There. I think it says smile. A long landscape of serene mountainscape intended to provide a sense of calm and perspective. And it says God forgives, I think. Or God forgive us. Yeah, that seems more relevant. Oh God, yes. Okay, enough with the jump scares. Okay, I'm done with them. I'm done with them. My heart can't take them.
Warning. Serotonin levels are abnormal.
Serotonin. What's that? Because I'm excited. Right, so we've got the entertainment block door. Scuffing on the floor in front of the door indicates it has seen frequent use, but it's locked. Okay. Monitors. The quartet of monitors face you with a blank stare. Elevator shaft. Constant flickering of its lights does not add to your confidence in this elevator. Great. Security panel. Tram station door. Great. And there's a way down here, wherever that is. Mess hall? Great. Let's see what this says.
No power to the elevator.
Okay, but that might be something later. Get power to elevator. Security panel. Door locked due to atmospheric control override lock and open.
John, wait. There's a highly corrosive gas on the other side of that door.
Shit, I've already cycled the lock.
John!
Atmosphere compromised. Death is imminent.
Oh! And I die again! Woohoo! Oh, that's a way to go, isn't it? Ew.